Right. So what store step does? Store step. Create a file and put it on the integration event. Right now, if you see whenever we are running our integrations, it is printing in the log. It's just printing in the log, which is not a deliverable. Meaning, nobody sees the log apart from the integration team. Right. Yeah. If you have to generate a file, this is the way. You do the store step. Now again, you see what's the input to the store. Input is the message. And message is, what is the output of this report? So what it is doing is it will fetch that report. Now you can put here the title. Title is the name of the file. And you can say whatever you want to give. Report output.xml. Or whatever. Yeah. Let me say, do this. Expires. In is again. It's like the document retention policy. Okay. You can put P7D. Which means, so if I put it like this, P1D. It means the document, the file which will be there, can only be downloaded from the tenant. Only for 1 day. After that, it will expire. You will not be able to download. Okay. And again it has is attachment. We don't touch all that stuff. It is just that we give the name. And that's it. Now I'm saving it. So what this is now doing is we have a Workday Outrust component. And the way to remember is Workday Outrust has REST. R for report. R for REST. So that means to call a Workday report, you use the component Workday Outrust. Right. So this one was covered in the last class. Okay. It is error handling. So every async mediation will have a sender or component. Okay. What it will do is, if there is any error in any of these two components, okay, other than the message going backward and going to global error handler, it will get caught here. And then whatever flow is there for send error, it's going to this part. And if you see here it is saying error and summary is error in async mediation. And context error message gives the Workday delivered error message. So whatever error message was there, it will come up. Okay. So, Visdal, which is a link. So you pass your message to that link and that link will then give you the response back. SOAP is when we have to use the Workday delivered web services. Those are by default SOAP, and for that we have Workday Out SOAP as the component. Now, we will see it. Once we do the Workday Out SOAP, you will see. Okay, payload, I got payload. Right about when we will do the SOAP web services. That is when that will come up. Okay, great. Okay, yeah. So now let me deploy this and run. What will happen? Let us see. So Project Test Studio 1 contains error. What is the error? This file has an error. Okay, now let me deploy. Deployed. Now let me see our studio here. In sys-int test studio. So that is the one. Isn't it test underscore demo? Underscore 1. Is it the one? Okay, this is the one. It has nothing here. That is fine. Integration launch. So you see, there, now you have the output file, and this output file is having the name report output.xml. So if I download that and I open it, okay, I do not have. Open this. I will have to check which. Where is this my word? But yeah, let us see the log file. Log file will have the same content. Okay, so where is it? Yeah, here it is. This whole stuff is the content of the file log output. Yes. Right, so it is all that XML. Yeah. Yeah. So that's how you call your report. Now again, one more thing here is, let's do this. Where is the... What was our report name? Yeah, this one. Now what I was saying was, a report has no problem. Right. Meaning it's a straight report. You just run it and you gets the data. But what if it has a launch parameter? Let's do that stuff. Okay. I just added a prompt of company. So that means if I have to run this report, it will ask me for the prompt. Right. Now, how will this work in Studio? Right. So let's see that. Now, since I have updated the report, I will go again here and again select my report. And the test report 1. Now you see the difference. Right now, what you are seeing is just the extra parts and RPT.